What's up? Welcome back to Aqua Goddess Tarot. So, today we are going to do the weekly prediction for Aries. So, let's get it on and popping with you, my love. So, if you're new, like, comment, and subscribe. That is how we get the message shared. If something is really resonating with you, go ahead and share it with other people. I appreciate it. And access to the extended read for this is in the description box below. Got all the messages out the way. Let's get started. Universe, source, energy, and offer the highest vibrational good. Please send us messages for Aries to channel for their highest vibrational good only of strength, wisdom, wealth, abundance, prosperity. Hello, all of these things. Ashe, okay. So, Aries, let's see what's coming up for you today in particular. I'm feeling like this. These two cards are very interesting. So let's just see what that is. But I'm feeling like this adventure. I'm feeling like you're gonna be tempted to they gonna woo you into conflict. Don't do it. Don't do it, sis. Don't do it, love. Don't do it. Don't do it. They gonna try you, but do not let them do it. Because you're just like, you ready to pop, just to pop. You can't stop, won't stop, and you are not afraid. So let's see what's going on here. Withdraw. Okay, so this is basically what I was talking about a second ago. You don't typically want to be the one that withdraws. You don't typically want to be the one who is not like, going all the way in. Even if you're an introvert, even if you're shy, when you're passionate about something, you go for it and you go after it. This is just a particular time right now that if somebody tries to, entangle you in some mess, that it's time to take a step back. Let them fight amongst themselves. Why? Because you should only be fighting for your highest vibrational good. You should only be fighting for the ambitions you want in life and changing your life and healing and health and prosperity and things like that. Don't give in to the emotional temptation of a battle with somebody you're like, come on now. Come on, you can't be that dumb. You feel that sometimes where you're just like, oh, they're egging me on. And they know exactly. They know exactly what to say to you to get under your skin. And it's just like, sometimes I think what makes it worse is there are some people who are not even aware that they're saying crazy stuff, and then you're like, come on, let me at him, let me say something. The answer is no. Withdraw, let somebody else do it, because if you're able to do that, you're going to make something magical in your life. You're going to bring something into life. So what I want you to do is come up with something that you want. What do you want? Is it love? Is it some money? Is it an opportunity, a place to travel, something that has to do with a hobby, happiness, friendship, children, family, whatever that is? I want you to think about that. Or, if it's something that you want now, make it a smaller, more manageable thing. It can also be a larger goal. Set that goal and that intention and ask the universe, source, God, whatever you believe in, ask them, hey, if I do this, if I withdraw from these kind of battles of the ego and I sit back and I let them kind of do their thing, can I have this thing over here? Or can you put me on the path so I can work towards this thing? You'll be surprised, because this is almost like a rite of passage for you to be able to hold your energy, hold your tongue, so you can strike at a precise moment. Because Aries is all about striking at any moment. Just if the moment calls, boom, 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 boom. But this is an opportunity for you to strike at a precise moment. And that means so much more in the big scheme of things. So this card came out too, which is shadows. So something that is going to irritate you is going to be particularly shadowisk, meaning like something that could hurt you. Very interesting energy with the moon lately. And so that communicating with your body, that communicating with your environment can be sending messages of past pain that comes up. So someone might talk to you slick, might say something out of their mouth slick and sideways, but you have to be able to move past that and go to a better space within yourself, a better space within your life, a better space in general. Self-love. So this is a moment for you to reflect on the love of self, for you to reflect on the ability to hold yourself down. Because if you feel like, oh, I'm ready to pop, I'm ready to go, it is because you feel like it is a direct attack against you. Even if it is not a direct attack against you, that's how it feels. But the remedy to that is not battle. The remedy to that is self-love. It is stepping back and doing what you need to do. Take the initiative to what you really need to take the initiative to do, which is to love the self, to nurture the self, to grow the gifts that you want to do. Rechannel that energy. I'm not telling you to suppress that energy. That's just going to push it down deeper. That's going to continue to push it into the shadows. Let that energy come up and rechannel it. Rechannel it into something important for you, something that is bringing your future and your life and your light in a new direction, Aries. Rechannel that energy. Just don't give into it. Just don't become a product of that energy that is around you. Use it. Use it as an energy source within itself to get what it is that you need out of the scenario or out of the situation. We have the Explorer. So I had mentioned at the beginning that I saw that there was some type of traveling to a strange new place. And the strange new place can be an actual, a place that you've never been. It can also be a sense of travel if you're withdrawing, going to a new place within the self. And this can happen simultaneously. It can be happening at the same time where you're being asked to go to new places within yourself so that you can go on that new adventure. You are on the cusp of a brand new life, Aries. Like in the next couple of months, your life is going to drastically shift and drastically change. And now you're feeling the energies of the universe, which has been kind of moving a little bit slower because you've been working on these shadow things to be able to get to the other side of them, to be able to understand them more, to be able to heal from them, to be able to really like put them in the past and keep the past behind you. But as you're walking into this new life, you're feeling this energy bring you there. And this is the first step. The first step is separating from any of that calamity that used to pull you in and keep you held back to your old life and start to accept this new strange reality, because sometimes we'll hold on to things that are toxic just because they're familiar. Hello. You want me to say it one more time? I definitely will. So sometimes we hold on to things that are toxic just because they're familiar, and we will not accept or be open to something that is new and better just because it is different. And it's scary to have to change. Change can be scary at times. But this is an opportunity to go on this new exploration within the self, deeply rooted here in self-love and boundaries. So this is all about that separation. Don't let them bait you, Aries. Aries, I'm telling you, you be like, hold me back, hold me back, hold me back. Don't worry, I got you energetically. Don't let them bait you. You got to have boundaries. Sometimes you got to physically take yourself out of the scenario. You're like, oh, I live with these people, or, I'm always engaging with these people. Well, people don't have to get your best sense of energy. Sometimes people want you to respond to their chaos, and they'll be like, hey, you're not saying something? Oh, we got a problem. We got a problem. We got a problem. Oh, well, let them sit in it and be like, no, we don't have a problem. Okay, I hear what you're saying. I don't really feel anything about that. Oh, you're going to act this way. You're da-da-da. No, I'm not going to act that way. Like, you have to cut them off. And whenever you cut off a toxic energy, a toxic person, a toxic situation, they are going to throw a fit. Why? Because they've been energy vampiring you this whole time. And you cutting off their supply, they're going to get upset. But guess what? You cut them off long enough, they're going to wither away and die, or they're going to find someone else to latch onto. But it is a painful or uncomfortable process to cut this energy off and not just be like, maybe you want to go and fix the situation, or maybe you want to get buck with them and get upset. Like, no, you just got to cut that energy off. And the two places where it's particularly tough, and that's actually not true. The whole life can be tough at times. But when you look at something like your family life and you look at your work life, there's this feeling that, especially if people around you have this toxic energy, that if you cut them off, this is going to hurt you in your job performance. Let me explain something to you. If you are good at your job, you do what you need to do. It doesn't matter if other people will make favorites. Why? Because the universe has got your back. The universe will move you to a better position past this position. Even if somebody, doesn't like the way that you're meshing with them, and, they're like a favorite or something, or a brown nose or something like that, guess what? They will try to hurt you. And I'm not saying that that's what a person will do, but they will try to hurt you. And guess what? Their energy will be used for you to help you into a promotion, help you into a different area of your life. All you got to do is do your best and keep on grinding it out. Learn more. You don't have to be perfect. Just keep at it, keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. Don't worry about it. Trust God, trust the universe, whatever it is you believe. Trust that, whether you just believe in yourself, trust that everything is going to work out and you're being led to something bigger. That is that new place. Where we at? That's your new place that you are going to, these new boundaries, these new places that are further than what you have ever experienced before. It's not like that same old toxic stuff where you feel like you kind of have to live in with those dynamics. So if this dynamic comes up in somebody who is a boss or something like that, approach it from the same dynamic. You got to approach it with a place of openness and love, not to coddle a person, not to make them feel good, but to have self-love, to be there for yourself, be compassionate for yourself, and push yourself farther. If somebody wants to suppress you in a position, it's because you need to be moving further and past that position. Now we're going to flip it around to a family relationship. So, this can be very difficult in relationships with parents and siblings and things like that, but I think it becomes particularly tricky when we talk about love relationships. Why? Because love relationships are those relationships in which the person that we tend to date, be with, become a reflection of working on ourselves externally. So you might see a quality in this person that you really like or that you really want to fix, or a combination of the two or something like that. So cutting off that energy, or really changing the energy, because this is all what it really is. Changing the energy can feel uncomfortable, in a way that you could maybe assert yourself better in other situations. Sometimes, what we won't do, we'll do for love. We tried everything and it's not enough, okay? Because just when it comes to love, we're working with the shadow side of ourselves. So this is really an opportunity for your relationships to grow into something bigger and something better. Because let me tell you something. I promise you this. I promise you this on everything. The right people in your life, as you change for the better, will come with you. There will be some people who will just be more distant, and there's no beef, just more distance. And there are some people who will drop you, okay? And some people that you're close to now may drop you, or probably going to drop you when you change your energy and your flow. And there's going to be some people that maybe you're not that close with, and they're going to come into your life and they're going to be a light, and you all are going to get closer, and things are going to move and shift around. Do not be trying to hold on to baggage and energy of the past because you want these people to transform with you. Transform by yourself and let somebody else have the opportunity to transform for themselves. Why? Because it is not your responsibility, and honestly, it's not your headache to be trying to pull everybody up the hill with you. The right people will show up and they're going to surprise you. Why? Because they're going to love you, they're going to support you, they're going to be there for you, and you're going to have to put in what? 1/3, 1/10, 1/100th of the effort you did before, because you're cutting off that toxic energy that was there before and manifest. So we have that alchemy of going through this rite of passage of switching things into this new life. And the manifest, remember what I said, ask yourself for something. What do you want? Okay? Because as you're going into this transition in the next couple of months, you will be able to have that if you show up. And it doesn't mean you're perfect. It doesn't mean that everything happens in the way it needs to happen. It doesn't mean you're not recalibrating at time. All it means is you're moving forward and you're moving for your better self. So keep that in mind as you're manifesting that. And ancestor works. If you ever feel alone, know that you are connected by divine energies and helpers, angels, ancestors, whatever it is that you ascribe to or don't ascribe to. Sometimes it's just the connection of all humanity to get us to this moment in time. You have that energy surrounding you. So if you ever feel alone and that is something that is kind of pulling you back and keeping you where you're at, do not feel nervous. Do not feel scared about that, because you are highly, highly protected here. Okay, Aries, damn. You are stepping into a new, vibrant life. Don't let them get you caught up. It's kind of like every movie where finally the person gets to a good place and they were in a pickle and they found a way out their pickle. And there's that one thing that is a gateway in getting them to where they need to go. And sometimes people don't make it to the other side, not because they didn't work hard that whole time before, But because it's just that one thing that tripped them up. Don't let it trip you up. You know, trust in the universe, trust in God, trust in source, trust in whatever it is you trust in. You know, trust in yourself. That is the most beautiful thing of all. So here are the 3 things that are really coming up that you have to work on. I deserve respect. You deserve to be respected by those around you. And that is something you are going to be working through during this transitional time. I am blessed. That is everything from, you know, universe to ancestors to luck. You know, you could just see that as luck. You know, I am a lucky person. You may have felt like I got to deal with this stuff because I'm not lucky. That's like, you know, like the people who be like, oh, that's someone else's life. You know, they can have the same life as me, but they're something special about them. No, you have to start connecting with that energy. Cut that energy off of toxicity and reconnect with this energy. And I am abundance. This is what I'm talking about. When you have a better love, you have better people in your life, when you have a better working situation, all of these things exist within you. And so I'm going to pull one goddess card to see what energy is there for you. White Tara. So White Tara is talking about sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So the reason why you have to withdraw and what we've been talking about the whole time is because you have such a strong sensitivity right now. And that is going to get in your way because the sensitivity is actually being used by all of this lovely, beautiful energy in order for you to manifest. And if you let that energy be used for arguing or being in some mess that is really behind you, it's not going to work out for you. It's just going to take longer than what it is that you need. You're ready to get there. Okay. So, in the extended read, we're going to continue to see if there's any messages from your guides just to help you along the way. If there's anything else that is coming up here, Aries, and you can get that from the link in the description box. And guess what? If you get access to one, you get access to all, okay? Because I'll be trying to give you deals out here. No worries. Well, I'll see you in a little bit. Thank you.